Hi guys, welcome to this video. My name is Adam. In this video, I'm going to talk about conversion rate and what you need to do in order to improve your conversion rate on your e-commerce website. All right, so let's get straight into it. Alright guys, I've seen so many different conversion rate optimization videos on YouTube, and most of them literally talk for like 20-30 minutes, and I don't want to waste your time because I value my own time as well, and I value yours as well. So I want to get straight into it. This was just me showcasing a document that I prepared for you guys that you guys can use instantly in order to implement with your own e-commerce website. All right, so let's get straight into it. So e-commerce conversion rate optimization, incredibly important. It doesn't matter if you have the best ad strategy, paid ad strategy. If your conversion rate is bad, at the end of the day, you're not going to be profitable, right? So what you need to do in order to improve your conversion rate, the very first thing is to pick up 3 best competitors that you have in your industry that are killing it at the moment. And what you can basically do is you can go to a website called similarweb.com and have a look how much traffic they're getting, just in case if you don't know if the competitor that you're looking at is actually killing it, yes or not, right? So I'll actually show it to you guys. So similarweb.com, you can go there and let's, for example, say, what's a good website that we can try? forhims.com, which is a pretty famous brand. For example, you could go to the website and then you can, see how many employees that they have, when they started the brand, how much annual revenue they're currently making. Obviously, this is just the estimation, so this is not accurate. And then you'll be able to see how much traffic that they're getting on their website, what their bounce rate is, the page per visit, etc., where the traffic is coming from. So you could, kind of do your target research here as well right away. So use similarweb.com, compare the best competitors that you have, see if they're actually killing it, yes or not. And once you found out that they're actually killing it with their brand, see what see between all those competitors what common traits they have, which is very important for you to know, because it's proven for them, if they have a common trait, it's proven that it is something that's working for them, right? And make a list with that and write literally everything down that they have in common. All right, and then you could use that for yourself on your e-commerce website. All right, so let's start with the homepage, because that's very important, because believe it or not, even if you run your ads towards the product page, people will go to your homepage. So it's very important to have a very decent homepage as well. So you need to have a good funnel structure. This is so important. There are so many brands that use terrible themes, right? So go to teams.shopify.com and pick up a good theme. So what I will literally do is I'm going to copy this. I'll go to teams.shopify.com. And basically here you can, find a theme that suits the best for you. Find a theme that's that you like. So you could literally go here. I recommend getting a paid one because the free themes aren't really the best looking. So get a paid theme here. And let's say you're in the skincare industry. So I would filter here on health and beauty. And you could literally have a look at these themes here, right? If I was in the skincare industry, I wouldn't go ahead and use a free theme, right? Literally go do your research, have a look at all these themes, literally, because this is so important. Because imagine this, imagine you've put like at least a week in creating your website, but you end up finding out that there's a theme that is much better. So if you did like 5 minutes longer research just on themes, you could have avoided that 1 week time, all right? Because if you then decide to move to a different team, it's going to take you a lot of time to put all the information on that team, edit it again, etc. All right, so go to teams.shopify.com, use a theme that suits your brand and suits your product. Go literally here and find one that works the best for you. The cool thing about this is, let's say I like this theme called Maker, right, which actually looks like a very cool theme for skincare brands, right? What you could do is literally click on try theme, and then from there on you can install the theme already and edit it already without even paying it. So you only pay once you publish your website, right? So go ahead right now, go to teams.shopify.com and use a theme that suits your brand, right? Other than that, you need to have good photography. This is so important. I hate it when people have a good product, like the product has potential, but they don't have good photography. It literally ruins everything, man. So what you need to do is obviously find someone on Fiverr, on Upwork, doesn't really matter. Find someone that is capable of creating good photography. You need lifestyle content, you need collection photos, you need flat lays, you need professional blank photos. Those are very, very important. So don't just use blank photos. You need to have a mix of everything. So you need to have lifestyle content on your homepage. You need to have, let's say you have different collections. So, some brands have, I'll actually show an example here of culture28.com, which is a clothing brand. So if you scroll down here, for example, here, it says collections, right? So they have a photo for fall, winter, for hoodies and sweaters and t-shirts and stuff like that. And they use a specific photo for that, right? That's what I basically mean with collection photo. So make specific collection photos. It's very, very important, and make sure that those are actually good looking photos. Use flat lays. Flat lay is basically a photo where let's say you have a skincare brand and you have your product literally laying on the ground, or laying on a white background. You could add stuff in the background, like some props and stuff like that, and make it look very professional, and then edit it with some different colors in the background and stuff like that, right? So make sure to use those stuff as well on your homepage, because this is going to make you already look 10 times better and 10 times more professional, right? So this is very important. Don't skip this step. If your photo for some reason, if you for some reason have good photos but it is pixelated, what you can do is you can literally go to a website called let'senhance.io, and from here you can import your photos, and what this software will do, it will literally improve your photo quality. It's a free software. You can literally create an account here, and from there on you can upload all the photos that you have in better quality, right? So you don't have any pixelated photos anymore. So use that. Very, very important. All right. And you need to have a clear call to action / offer on your announcement. So let's say you use a, obviously right now we're getting close to Black Friday. There's 25 days left for Black Friday. You could use something as a discount, and it's very important for you to mention that in your banner. There's still so many brands that have, for example, free shipping, but they don't mention that in your brand, in their banner. So what they could do, and with banner I mean announcement bar, I just call it banner. So in your banner, let's say you have free shipping, you need to mention that to intrigue people, to give people a reason to actually buy right now. So you could put something along the lines of limited free shipping, free shipping for 2 weeks only, free shipping for a limited time, for free shipping for a limited time. If you do that, that will increase your conversion rate, because you will give a reason for people to purchase right now, which is very, very important. And also use colors that flow well together. There's so many brands that, they use a green color, they use a red color, a purple color, and then everything is all over the place. Nothing looks good. It's very important that you use colors that flow well together. You could use a website called colors.co, and there's so many other websites, right? So have a look at that. Use good colors together, right? And don't use cameo icons that people used back in the day in 2017. And I'm talking about these kind of icons, very big, large, with colors, even black and white, looks very ugly. Don't use this. Just ignore that at all costs. It doesn't work. It used to work back in the day. Now it doesn't work, right? And always add your Instagram feed at the bottom of your homepage. And there's an app called InstaFeed, literally called InstaFeed. Install that and use that. It's very important, because if you add your InstaFeed and you have very professional photos on your Instagram, it's gonna boost your conversion rate, because you're showcasing social proof. All right, that's very important. And another thing that I actually really, really hate a lot of brands using is spin the wheel. That you go to the website and then there comes this very big notification saying, hey, spin the wheel if you feel lucky, and get maybe 5% discount, 10% discount. Don't use that. It literally makes you look less professional. You don't see those famous brands, using spin the wheel or whatever, right? So don't use that. It's actually something negative, and try to avoid that at all costs. And do not use your pop-up right away. So one thing that I also hate, and that I've noticed decreasing conversion rate, is if you go to a website and you instantly show a pop-up, or you have a pop-up, you have something else, and a cookies and another thing and another thing. Customers hate that. All they want is a good experience on your website, a very fluent experience on your website. If you can't provide them with a very fluent experience on your website, they will bounce off. So if you have a very high bounce off rate, well, there it is. That's one of your reasons. So what you could do instead is you could, if you're using like a software like Klaviyo to use and create your pop-ups, what you could do in Klaviyo, there's a setting that says show pop-up when they're exiting, when they're leaving, right? And then it only shows your pop-up when someone is, trying to opening a new tab or trying to close the tab that they opened, which is your website, right? And have a clear about us / why we are different section, right? For example, I'm going to use the skincare example a lot because, I love the skincare industry, the beauty industry, health and wellness, etc., because I think it's a very unique and cool industry. For example, if you're a skincare brand, it's very important for you to showcase why you're different compared to all the other skincare brands, because there is so much competition. Why would someone purchase from you instead of someone else, right? Why would someone not buy from Bob that has a skincare brand that has exactly the same thing that you're offering, right? So you need to showcase people why your stuff is different. Why is your product different, right? Is it the ingredients? Is it the fact that you are sustainable? Maybe you don't have like a very unique proposition, a very unique selling point, but you use a proportion of your money for sustainability. And this will also speak on a personal level with some customers, right? They much rather order something on a website that is being sustainable and trying to give back to people rather than a company that only focuses on their self, right? So that's also very, very important. Showcase what's different on your product, your ingredients, maybe using organic stuff, clean ingredients, maybe you're cruelty free and stuff like that. So mention that. Very, very important. And also, about us, you need to have an about us section. If you don't have an about us section, you're just not going to have any trust on the website. It's very important to have that as well. And have a clear info in your footer about your business. Again, put your about us section there, all your policies. These are very, very important. And you could also add like the payment batches all the way at the at the bottom at the footer, right? Also very, very important, right? So people instantly know that you have different payment options, and it ultimately gives people some sort of trust. Very important. And now we're moving to the product page. Again, with the product page, pick your top 3 competitors that are killing it in your industry and see what common traits they have. Also for the product page, use that, go to their website, see what they all have in common, put that on a list and use that as well, because it's obviously proven that's working. Otherwise, they wouldn't have it in common, right? So here again, use professional product photography, use blank photos, use flat lays, use lifestyle content. It's very important to have a variety, or rather than having only blank photos. This is very, very important because people, let's say, again, with skincare, it's not really necessary, but let's say you're a clothing brand, right? You have 2 blank photos of like a hoodie, and then you have nothing. That's it, right? Nobody is gonna, your conversion rate is gonna be very low with that, because people want to see more. People want to see how it looks like on someone, how it looks like if they would wear it. They want to envision themselves. They want to imagine how it would look like if they were wearing it, right? So it's very important to add different variety of photos, different variety of photo styles. So add lifestyle content as well. You could do the same with skincare, have blank photos, have flat lays, and a lifestyle photo where someone is using, your skincare product on their face. They put the creme, the cream on their face or something like that, right? And don't use your standard AliExpress product description. Now, if you're an actual brand, you have inventory and you're using AliExpress product description, I have no clue what you're doing, right? This is so bad. Keep it short and sweet and straight to the point. Ask yourself the following question: who is this for? What problem does it solve? What do my customers need to know that's crucial? Put that in your description tab, which is very, very important, and don't make it too long. Nobody wants to read, an essay on a product page, right? Keep it very, very, very short and straight to the point. And use tabs instead of having too much text at one place. I see a lot of brands have so much text at their product page. It's too much. If I go on my phone and I go to the product page and I scroll, I literally keep scrolling. I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm not gonna read this, right? It's gonna have a very bad impact on your conversion rate. So use an app called Easy Tabs if you're on Shopify. What easy tabs will do, it will let you create different kind of tabs. So let's say you'll create on the product page, you'll create a tab for description, you'll create a tab for shipping, you'll create a tab for ingredients and stuff like that, right? So and then one tab will be automatically open, and then the other two tabs will be closed, and only if someone clicks on the arrow on the tab, it will open back up, right? So this will provide structure at your product page, which is very, very important, right? And clearly show the benefits of your product. How will this help your customers' problem? You need to showcase them. You need to show them that this is what they need in order to solve the problem that they have, right? And use photo instructions / before and after pictures if it is applicable for your product. So for skincare, obviously you can use before and after pictures, or you can give instructions like how to use the product. If you're a fashion brand or something else, you know, it's obviously something that you can't do, right? So you could literally ignore that tip right there. But for, you know, other products that are a bit complex, that is something that, you know, people could use on their body or consuming and stuff like that, you could use that, right? So use payment badges as well. There's this app called Ultimate Trust Badges on Shopify. Use that one. It's pretty cheap as well. Put that on your product page. It will ultimately boost trust on your website, which is very, very important. Again, I'm going to keep on saying trust because if people don't trust your website, if people don't trust you as a company, they're simply not going to order, right? So it's very important. Use payment badges and don't put too much. Just use the most common payment methods that people use to the target to the country that you're targeting to, right? And have reviews. There are still so many brands that they're not there. Literally, you're moving the review section because they think like, oh, I don't need a review section because we're way too exclusive. No, you need to have social proof. You need to build trust with people that come to your website. So you need to have reviews, and preferably photo reviews if it suits your, obviously if it suits your branding / theme. Again, here, like, you don't see brands like Gucci or Prada or stuff like that use reviews on their website because they're already very, very well established, right? So there are very different kind of apps that you can use for reviews. Use one that suits your team / branding, right? Don't use, let's say, Lux Reviews, which is like a typical drop shipping review app. Don't use that if you're a completely branded website with completely exclusive content on your website. It's not gonna look good, all right? So, and also what's very, very important is use bundles / recommendations to increase your average order value. But I will talk more about average order value in a new video. I will literally tell you guys exactly what you need to do to improve that as well, right? So have an FAQ page on your product page. It's very important because when someone is at the buying phase, they may have some sort of doubts, and there's a reason why they have doubts, right? They may have questions in their mind, right? And you can already answer those questions that they have in their mind on your product page. So add a frequently asked questions section on your product page. It's very, very important. Don't skip that step. And what you also could do, you don't have to, but I prefer to do that, is add your Instagram feed, again using InstaFeed app. So this again shows social proof. So let's say you're a clothing brand, someone is on your website, and that person is on the product page, but the person is reading your description, your delivery, the ingredients, or you know, whatever it may be, the benefits or the materials that you've used. I said ingredients, but I meant materials actually. The materials that you've used, etc., etc. And then they scroll down, they see a lot of, you know, social proof. They see other people using your product, other people wearing your product, which builds trust again. All right, very, very important. And then we come to the cart. So you need to give customers an incentive on why they need to order now. And there are basically like a few ways to do that. So what you could do is you could use like a customized app. So you could use like, I don't know an app out of the top of my head right now, but you could literally go to Shopify apps and, you know, type in like custom card or something like that, or a cart upsell or something like that. I'm sure you'll be able to find a good app. What you could do, for example, is add something like, let's say someone added to cart, right? You could do like, hey, we reserved your cart for like 5 minutes, or put like a notification saying this product is very low on stock, right? So you're building some sort of scarcity here, and you're giving them an incentive to literally order right now, which is very, very important. And also, you know, don't add too much stuff on your add to cart page, on your cart page. It's very important, because if you add too much, people are going to be, you know, it's going to be too much for people, and they're, you know, they're going to get scared. You're going to scare them off, and they're not going to continue to check out. All right. Also very important. Now, Coming to checkout, which is also very important, always have your logo on your checkout. I cannot stress this enough. There are still so many companies that they don't have their logo on their checkout. You need to, if you're a branded company, you need to have your logo on your checkout to give that premium feel, to give that trust again, right? So don't overcomplicate the checkout. Don't add too many stuff. Keep it simple and straightforward. Don't add too many steps. Don't add extra questions or extra this or extra that. You want to keep the whole customer experience as fluent as possible. And this is literally all you guys have to do in order to increase conversion rate on your e-commerce website. Okay guys, that was the video about conversion rate optimization. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys took some sort of value out of it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe as well, and put a comment down below about your current state of your website. What are you currently doing? In what industry are you? I'm very intrigued to know what you guys are doing right now, all right? And if you're a brand that's actively spending at least $20,000 a month on paid ads and you want to take your brand to the next level, I actually have an agency, and this is something that we do on a daily basis. We are paid ads experts, and I can confidently say that I have the best team in the world because we have bypassed iOS 14, meaning that we have 100% tracking inside the ads manager, so your pixel will be optimized much quicker than anyone else. It's imagine like you're running ads as if it is 2017 again, right? So no tracking issues whatsoever, and this is something that no one else can offer, right? So if you're interested, I'm gonna put a link down below in the description, and from there you can pick up a time that works the best for me, and then we can hop on a call, and who knows, maybe we'll be able to work together, right? So yeah, that was the video. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to put a comment down below and I'll try to answer you guys back, all right? So yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and on that note, I wish you guys a very, very great day. Take care. Bye bye.